This is the Jazz Beat Tape, Volume 1, by Brooklyn Land Beats.
All right, yeah. We want to send that energy out there to Bruce Sanchez. Appreciate the beats that he put together for us in society. You know, we're always going to need somebody that's putting that rhythm and vibe and that groove together for us in existence. You know what I mean? Do you know what he's talking about? What's going on, people, today? How are you, huh? How are things faring with you? As you see, back with another live Nate the Great, Facebook, and YouTube this afternoon for me. Give yourself a pat on the back today.
A friendly reminder on
all right,
who's really in charge and who really owns.
Give yourself a pat on the back today if you feel as though that you've been doing great in existence and everything is going lovely. You know what? I just figured something out. Enjoy the tunes for a minute. I'll be right back, people. Yo, I got a question for today. Have you been doing your mirror work? That's a damn good question. What do you think, my niggas? Huh? Let me know what you think. Do you feel as though that you've done great with yourself, and thus far, just think about it. Thus far in your existence, do you feel as though that you've done great with yourself? You ain't got to put a 9 or a 1 or anything in the chat. Just acknowledge it on your checklist. Everybody's supposed to have a checklist. I know, right? I hope we all got checklists in existence. A checklist, for those who don't know what a checklist is, a checklist is a mental note of being sure of the things from your yays and your nays. You need to be seeing if you are doing what your nose is not supposed to be. I want to welcome everybody. Peace, y'all. Peace and prosperity. Peace, growth and development. Peace with wellness, well-being of spirituality and mentality. We coming today together in the energy of thinking holistically. All right? We're going to think holistically today. We're going to look at diseases. We're going to diagnose it with examinationing. Check? How that sound? That sound like something good to do for yourself? Just think. If I ain't done nothing good for myself yet, that right there, what Nate talking about, is a great start. This is diagnosis examination. That's what we want to do today. But before we get started, right? Not that, looking at that, what we're going to energize around is not spiritual. It's just that before we read that aspect of our spirituality that's entitled, that's a line for today, I want to read something else that's of spirituality. Okay? So let's let this tune play on for a minute. I'm going to set this up and I'm going to come right back. We're going to get busy. Just want to make sure that I'm live and I'm heard. Got to do a sound check for myself and on myself. All right, so Facebook look like we're doing good, so we want them popping. Do a quick YouTube pull up, and we're gonna get started. YouTube looks damn good. Remember they used to tell you, don't say that word damn. You can say any curse word but the word damn. Stop playing. That's the least curse word a nigga lose. And look, how offensive is it? Damn don't even hurt a nigga. There's many, many more curse words that people say that I see fights break out. Talk like to me. Huh? What you think? But they say damn is the most dangerous of all curse words, which has really no energy to it, no power. So I never really understood that science in theology, you know? It's just a lot of things in existence you're not going to agree with. Because why? of the idiocy in and of it. That's all. Come on now. You didn't get chosen into the Masonic order because you wasn't qualified. They didn't pick you because you was overqualified. You ever heard of that before? Oh yeah, look it up. It's such a thing that exists. Some of you niggas is too good for this planet, not just your shirt or your car. Huh? Remember that song? I'm too sexy for this hat, too sexy for this shirt. I'm just too goddamn sexy. What? Some of you is too sexy for the whole damn planet. You gotta, some beings on this planet gotta remember to remain and be, you know what I mean, down to earth and be human. Just so you can stick around for another, what, 10, 20 years? That don't mean go eat pork chops and hamburgers and shit. I know we sometimes want to blend in, but, that's why you, when you like the characters of the X-Men, the Mystique, okay, you learn your powers, people. This is not a game. You may think it's a game that you playing, but that's only lack of awareness. That's the only reason why people are what? Superstitious. Because, like Steve Wonder said, they just don't understand. He used the word understand. But Stevie, thanks for getting me to that point. Because as I got to where he was under it and at, guess what? I realized I had to go inward. I'm too sexy for this planet, too sexy for this earth, too sexy for America in the Super Bowl. I'm too sexy for that Trump, too sexy for this jump, and that P. Diddy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm too sexy for this, too sexy for this. You know what I mean? You gotta walk with your swag. So check it out. Look what I found today. It says that affirmations for rising above family patterns. Affirmations now. We're talking about concepts and views. And actually we're talking about uh being empowered and utilizing all the facets of what you are in existence. So that's what an affirmation is, people. Affirmation is from the imagination, bringing into manifestation. And you do this by thought, speech, and will. And so be sure that you are sending great well wishes for your family members, those who you love, those who you are in concern with and of. You have to take time. You don't need to get on your knees and talk about, oh, I hope mommy is going to be okay on the airplane and this, that, thing, and other. No, you can do this while sitting here talking with me. I'm, you know what I mean? Wherever my mom's at right now, I could just say, look, excuse me for a minute. And you probably thought, like, what the fuck just happened with you, dog? When you talk, you stop. You don't understand? Oh, you don't do it? You don't know how to multitask? You can communicate with, I don't know how powerful you are. So me, like, I gets busy. Okay? So allow others to be themselves. Make your own decisions. All my relationships are enveloped in a circle of love. Realize that you have the power to make changes. And I release all old hurts and forgive myself. Forgiving yourself is important, people. If you still having issues with forgiving yourself, then guess what? You should have did mirror work this morning when you got out the bed. And affirmational work talk to thyself before you lie thyself down to rest at night. People just don't get in the bed and tune out of the body just because you're tired. That's not what it's for. They tell these scientists and scholars tell these people you need 8 hours of rest or something at best. Well, for some creatures, they do. You ever knew the bear? Some niggas, some of you niggas sleep longer than anybody. I forget which animals spend most of their life sleeping, but look it up. But here's the key. If you are fully energized and magnetic and attracted to that what you're supposed to be doing, then 4 hours can be suffice for some of you creatures here. You see? All depending on how you treating the avatar while you utilizing it. Just like a vehicle. Let's say I got a taxi cab company. Check. You rent a car from me. Your shit coming in every day. God damn, boy, we putting new tires on your shit. And like, we know you out there tearing it up. You ripping and running. The wear and tear. You ain't putting the right fuel in it. We told you put 93. You want to be cheap to save the money on gas and put 87. You fired. And you running around like, well, how am I fired? What the fuck? You don't understand the mathematics and the science of how this game is to be played. Don't just be on earth doing stuff just because. Everything that I do has a significance. Are we clear? Purpose and reason. You scratch your back too much or something, you might need a little wash. Put some soap up there or some water. You know what I'm talking about? We know. We're going to get into the science. We're going to get into the holistic health here. So let's get busy. I let go of old family limitations and awaken to divine harmony. Repeat that to yourself. Tell yourself this, people. It's very important, especially in this day and time. You know who my Facebook best friend is? The President of the United States and his conglomerate. I'm not paying attention to nothing else on earth. If you're not at that level and above, now I'm above, but let's put it like this: to the extent of what's going on down here on earth, I can just take you to what Trump and them is doing. Don't ask me about P. Diddy, how many niggas is, I don't know. I know what the government doing. That's my least of extent. Other than that, I'm doing other having other galactical affairs with other deities, okay, and other great beings in existence. And it's okay, you'll get there one day. Don't be mad at me. I don't want nobody mad at me or talk about this nigga crazy or he's just that, and the other. No, I'm teaching you all niggas on earth how I got to be other than a human. What's wrong with that? Did not Jesus say, greater works you should be doing than me? Oh, now I don't want to get religious, Nate. Don't bring religion in on it. No, you got to. Religion is the basic foundation of the American thought process of these beings here. What do you mean? You better explain that Bible. That's why them pastors and ministers and reverends and sheikhs and gurus, they don't want to talk to me. They never offer me to come to their platform. No, it's a no. No Sinetta, no nothing. Nobody. Black Magic 363. And don't act like they don't know that like, I see everything. My receipts don't come for no reason, people. Your life don't unfold just because. Okay, can I share that with you? So all my relationships are harmonious, man. I have compassion for my parents' childhood. I release all criticism. Now, let's get into this health right here. We're going to come out of the African Holistic Health written by Dr. Laylola Africa. All right? And I do want to say, well, that need not be said. Again, want to welcome everybody. I want to hope, wish, pray that this information serves and do you justice. Do you fine and well? And whomever hears this, all right? Don't judge your life, your health by the standards of another person. That's a grave mistake. There's some people dying of smoking cigarettes at 33, and some people dying of something else that have smoked cigarettes for 103. Check. So you have to, this information is given in to your social media. What would y'all be? I guess y'all will be workers. First biggest idea I can bring up at this time. Any of those who is involved with the networking and controlling and the algorithming of YouTube and Facebook, which I primarily only use, but to any other airway because this could get switched over to another airway, see? So you have to, us as content and creators, well, I'm not actually a content creator, but an individual as I am have to be careful, see? And like, I'm well aware what China is doing with your, I'm gonna just say photos to keep it simple. We ain't gonna get into videos and like switching up, making you like you giving a message, right? And they can actually take away what I'm talking about and spit the whole goddamn what? Script. Technology is whoo. You have not yet seen the greatest of it. Nobody have not yet in America seen the greatest that of 6G and 7G. But if you Google it, guess what? Oh my God. It exists. Let's get into this dis-ease, diagnosis, and examination then, shall we? Again, I want to welcome everybody, every person, place, a thing in existence in the this right here on Turtle Island, that's within the magnetic field of this plane in which we call Earth. See, because it's far and wide. This message ain't for this, in other words, I'm not really talking to them niggas that's in the Grand Canyon, y'all, or beyond the ice walls, the Antarctic, where Admiral Byrd went. If you don't know of anything, and I can get you started, this will just get you started. Then you're going to have to travel a little further. Maybe talk to Ron Hayes, me, somebody. You'll find somebody. You're magnetized to it, the energy. But start with Admiral Byrd. Write it down. And then when we get done, go look it up. It's just a nigga who went over there beyond the ice walls, right? Where it was no more ice, and it became that of, whoo! I'm sorry, because I oftentimes astral travel there when I rest this avatar, and it's people. They had to come back. That's it. They had to come back so that he was to. I don't know if what happened. Shut up. But just set the treaty up. From now on, that's it. You know? And the ice, you have to understand, some people I heard the question asked, which was a beautiful question. How did the ice formulate? Huh? Shout out, I think that's the mag bit of truth. People, what formulated that thick ice? And now, and after we're going to get off of what the topic is, just we will have something a little to think about after we get done with the information that we're going to be sharing here this afternoon. But still, my motto. What is that? One of them is question everything. If there's greenery on the other side of the ice, then who the fuck put that ice there? And for what reason? Now, let's go back and watch the cartoon of The Simpsons. And it's also, I gotta remember where this picture is. It's a description of it used in they use in cosmology. I'm sorry. In cosmology, there's a picture with the image that of an individual. Some of you people have seen this before. I know. Or maybe you may have not. However, what it is depicting is penetrating through that of the electromagnetic field. If you research, it will give you or inform you about the Earth having just electric magnetic field, much like you do around you people. They call it an aura. Okay. All right. So just something to think about, and we're gonna move on and get busy with this disease diagnosis and examination. So the skin of the body can be used to diagnose diseases. Let's keep in mind, grandmom used to be the doctor. In ancient times, we didn't have hospitals, ambulances rushing you to the hospital. Did you know they used to, before the hospitals came and was made manifest, the doctor would come out to the house? See how much they concerned about your health? How it digressed it instead of progressing? Today we should be having it where if a person gets sick, they should be able to lay in their bed and they rush, especially with the technology. You don't even need a big of a vehicle. It could be the same size as the ambulance. If the ambulance could come pick you up, why you can't come to the house like they used to? Because what happened, well, we don't want to get into that. But my point is, let's understand that your skin, and if you just recognize your skin, the eyes, the face, the hands, the feet, all of it will show signs and tales of any discomfort or disease within the human body. The body consists of the upper, middle, and lower section. The upper section contains essential organs such as the lungs, heart, liver, right? On the right side, near lower ribs, the heart on the left mid-center side, stomach, pancreas, spleen. The middle section contains the small intestines, large intestines, appendix. Lower right side of the abdomen, 2 kidneys in the back, near the last rib, and 2 adrenal glands that rest on top of the kidneys. The internal organs leave an imprint on the outer skin. Like, what are some of the signs? Like, there's easy ones. A lot of times, I remember when I was growing up, how we knew a lot of things. Somebody eat when the kids or somebody was eating too much sugar. What they had to, what was it called? The pimples. We don't see it too much today. I don't, well, for whatever reason, but still, we knew that I had a bowl of Apple Jacks for breakfast with a half a bag of sugar in it. You see? So we have to understand the internal organs have nerve endings on the eternal skin. If the outer skin changes in complexion, texture, or a series of scratches, rashes, and bumps appear, then the internal organ connected to that skin portion is stressed or in diseased condition. Accidents, there are no accidents in the world of reality. Okay? In supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets and in supreme living, right reasoning, right thinking, and right overstanding. There are no such thing. Coincidence, mistakes, accidents, or oops and oh my gods. Are we clear? Everything. You, if I don't understand it, it's okay. But that don't mean that there's not a logical or suffice, huh? Explanation. It's just that what? Oh, Nate the Great has not grown to that level yet, that awareness or that consciousness. And this is what makes the supreme God. Hallelujah. How you like it like that? Huh? Is that just too much for you to ask of yourself to be great people? Why you hating on yourself like that? I'm sure if you hating on something or someone else, it's really a reflection of what you are. So you hating on yourself. When I tell people I welcome my haters and I love my haters and this, that thing, I really don't mean that in my soul. I just say that because in the physical world, I just want to keep feeding off your energy. I'm like an energy vampire. I said, sure, shit. If all these other people could do it, what the fuck? Let me have fun. But this trust me, I'm not getting paid off your ignorance. See, you got certain entities out here, they getting big kudos off of you. Just if you can get out there and make like you know what I'm talking about? You got to be a monkey. Unless, now, don't get me wrong. If you're doing it for it, you realizing number one, exercise and it's entertainment, okay? But then it's who you doing it for. You doing it for yourself or you doing it for someone else? That's what's most important. It's all right to be the monkey, but if you're gonna be the monkey, you're beating it for yourself. All right. And so just be aware of what our primary purpose is in life, and you'll be okay. And that is not to where we stop at here. Where we stop? Okay. All right. So now accidents. That's where we were at, right? Accidents. I said there are no such things. That's that's only people say that because they lack, like I said, awareness, and they don't have not the idea. So they chalk it up as, you know, I don't know, superstitious. Oh well, it's a coincidence. It's a miracle. It's an act of God. You know how God works in mysterious ways. And you get all these little slogans that really deletes the power of the creature. You see? I need you to see what I'm telling you. I don't want you just talking about, yeah, he right. I understand. No, you don't. That's not the understand the type of material we dealing with here. Stop playing. Accidents will occur to the skin related external organ when in disease state. Disease organs cause accidents such as burns, scratches, and scars as a way of attracting needed energy, right? And people, the needed energy that just only may need it to be required. It's probably just a few bell peppers. You people, you just want to run out to the doctor. I got my nose running. I got a cold. And he gonna tell you, no, you don't. You got corona or the flu. Because they gotta make money. So you don't fucking know. So how you gonna know? Huh? Talk to me. I can tell you anything. I used to work with the white boys who did it with roofing. They know goddamn well you don't go up on the roof. Them niggas go up there. I go up there. I said, let me go see. When they go inside the house and start talking to the people, the house nigga. He take his ass up there because I'm watching this motherfucker. I go up there. I ain't put nobody on blast, but look, that shit is crazy. Miss, your roof is cool. And I may have saved one or two people because, we had a really good relationship while I was bullshitting around on the job getting paid. You know what I'm talking about? But listen, same thing, y'all. You got to know, you got to come back home. You're the first doctor. The necessary energy that's needed for most. What did Dr. Sebi say? Huh? Most of your illness, sicknesses, diseases is that caused by a over acidic body, which means too much mucus. Hmm? Do a fruit fast, a juice fast, a parasite. First, I recommend parasite cleanse, which I am ready to get on mine. Everybody have parasites. It's formulated through all forms excuse me, of the things that we're doing in the physical world. So don't think that nobody is better than other. Trust me. Little Africa, Dick Gregory, Dr. Sebi, before they all became health conscious and gurus, they all had illnesses, sicknesses, and diseases. Okay? So just know some of probably your best enlightened guru, health practitioner, herbalist, holistic, whether it be male or female, maybe an individual who has overcame many things. Oh, and is in the process of in which they told you that there was what? Shut up. I don't want to take my goddamn video down because I need you to get this, y'all. I need you to see this. You ain't going to get it like this nowhere else. And I'm about the only still old head that they still let around on social media, giving it to you ancestor style. They hurrying up getting these niggas out of here. They want me to, Nate, when is you gonna go just probably get high again? This is what they know and think. Got these niggas cooked up in my goddamn spirit bag, y'all. I ain't leaving this planet until I've mastered the Wizard of Oz. Remember that when you grew up? Didn't everybody watch the Wizard of Oz? I don't know what character you wanted to be. Listen, this gets profound. Check it out. An individual, excuse me. Yeah, we right. You right. An individual who falls may strike a diseased organ, meridian area, or energy. There may be longer hair growth on a meridian or stressed or diseased organ. The long hair growth is the body's attempt to protect a weak organ. Finger pressure, which is we call acupressure, upon the internal organs, outer skin energy field. Let me see, let's go back. It says that there may be longer hair growth on a meridian of stressed or diseased organ. We got to see the chart for that, in which he was making mention there, because he says the longer hair growth is the body's attempt to protect a weak organ. Interesting. I have to look into more of what he meant by that, because it's growing just because we grow long hair. I'm sure it ain't because we got uh weak organs. But in fact, I think I read something in here and here. But those, we may come back and do another video about that, but we're not gonna be concerned with that. What is important is that, because after reading this, right, getting the basic foundation of what starts the foolishness, of course, we got to come back and remedy it and cook it right on up with some good shit, right? This won't. I'm not the type of energy that's just going to take you somewhere and drop you off and leave you. No, I'm gonna make sure you're well equipped and that you could be well on your way and that you will be successful, right? So it states here that the finger pressure should be between 2 or 4 pounds. If the individual feels pain with 2 pounds, right, of pressure on the meridian, the organ is diseased. Okay, all right. So it gives us the acupuncture in the pages to go through and looking at what the meridian and the hair is. So that's just a little concept there that I'm not quite, like I said, in clarity of. I can't quite see. So that's what I should be writing that down. That's homework I got to do. But I got mental notes, so I'll check that out later. Some of y'all may have already known. If not, then you know what it is. Let's get busy with it, right? But keep focused. What we're talking about here, really, basically, we're not trying to be scientists and doctors and shit, and you know, whatever your grandmom and your papa them was. We just want to be ourselves, but we want to be ourselves respectfully and healthy, and by means of that, we will give us. Don't look for longevity, but a good quality. That's what's important. See, I can live from 1 to 33, but if I was in the Amazon jungle eating coconuts, avocados, and grapes and shit, and just getting up just because I feel like moving and building something to move along the water and chilling with my family, yeah, we could probably live a good 1 to 33 years and die. Them people don't care. It's the quality of life that they had. They know that this is not what's eternal. This is a place on a, how can I put it? We all making a record. Have you ever seen a jukebox from the 1900s and the 1800s? I remember I would go to a restaurant or a bar, and I looked inside as a kid at the jukebox, and I watched the arm pull the record out, and it keeps stacking it on each other. I realized how, because I'm good with sacred geometry, cosmology. I'm always into that. I was the bookworm, the nerd, and then became street smart too. Street gangster, street. I ain't come street stupid. See, people who was in jail and got death sentence and put away. No, and they got YouTube videos on them. No, a real street motherfucker is one who did the same thing, but now is living a beautiful state of existence. And you got maybe a couple of them too. There's one of them, that dark skinned boy. He was a drug dealer. I forget who he is. And and it goes back to what I said. It's not what you're doing; it's how you do it. A person can smoke a cigarette, right, for 103 years and die from something else. Versus one that then somebody else will smoke a cigarette and die in first 2 years of smoking it. How did that happen? Okay, so know thyself. This is the importance. And no, it's not we the people. It ain't no me and you. In fact, if mom asks us where you come from, you better say you came first. Huh? Yeah. I don't care if she's talking about you better speak. That's not proper English. Well, mom, listen. Me, Karen, Tracy, we all came from the movies. You talking about Tracy, Karen, and I. I'm not Englishman. Why you want to make me English? Listen, if the Italian man talk the same way I do, is you gonna tell him? Huh? No, he ain't got that obligation. He could speak proper Italian, but he ain't got to speak proper English. He's not an Englishman. You speak proper English. The individual part of the body can be divided into 3 sections for diagnosis. For example, the upper leg section are as follows: the part of the upper thigh closest to the hip, all right, is the lower section of the part closest to the knee, is the upper section, and the mid part is the middle section. So try to divide the sections into 3 equal parts. The parts of the lower legs, calves, are as follows: is the parts closest to the knee in the upper section, which you already know that. So we're gonna skip that. I hope you know at least you've been in the gym working out different muscles. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got to go over that. We do want to know about how fluid secretions show dis-ease. What do you think? That's a good one. By a wave of sigil. You know what a sigil is, right? A signal. This is why they took cursive writing out of the schools in America, because it identified to the mind's eye of the writer that of this sigil. You better watch how you better not watch how Donald Trump do his. Why Donald Trump don't even still write in cursive with all the goddamn tall buildings? Y'all ever see Donald Trump sign something? Yeah, y'all. I told you I see everything. Woo! I love that. I love the powers that used to be. You know what I mean? You got to love the, and that's what it said. That's what it says here, y'all. Let's hope we can retrieve that. We got to go back to that. I'm sorry. Got to go back to that. It states that. Hold on, where's that? Where's that? Where you at? All my relationships and are enveloped in a circle of love. People, the 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 first ship that you need to be aware of that you are in relation with, please listen to me. It's the mothership. Elijah Muhammad spoke about it, but no one's really clear about your opinions and views, which is cool. It's allowed because everybody has a different level of mindset. So why are you upset because this individual sees as they do? Don't you know there's levels of mentalities out here in existence. You got, they said you got 8 billion of you niggas right here in America. Not one of you think the same. The government got to do it. All 8 billion. If it's 8, I think it's more. They just don't want the people like me, because we read their statistics and things and dig into their archives and their secret, just like they do ours. You may not do that. You're not supposed to. I get you. No. Get you. What they tell you, mind your business. You are not to speak politics and religion. When at work, they train you. They train you. They train you. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, because I sit back and I observe the ideology, the thought process, and the pattern. I study their psyche. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing was one of my favorite teachers, people. Shout out to her. It said that I have the power to make changes, right? So we want to deal with everything in love. Everything. Saying don't come around me, why? I'ma love that nigga to life. And they what? He don't want that. Y'all don't understand the psychology, how to deal with this people out here in the earth. You know how your grandmom used to say, well, the better that you do and the greater that it gets, Satan comes around you more, and the harder that you try. No, that's not true. Remember, everything is flipped upside down and backwards and inside out. So what do I teach? And I've been doing this since I came into Earth, people. My friend, you made a device when we were kids, and he put a magnifying glass on both ends, and we would look in it and look around. It was amazing. They thought we was crazy. I mean, we are. I'll admit that today. I didn't used to like that, but now I realize that the crazy people are actually what? Flip everything upside down and inside out. Huh? Just take the word sacred. What can you get out of the word sacred just by moving the letter C? Huh? How many people see that? I ain't even gonna give it up. I ain't gonna say nothing. I want to just see how many people get to see of the science and the mathematics that I'm talking about. Because it's gonna go over a lot of people's head. I've been doing this since the 1800s and been taught by the best. That's where the idea came from, cubic linked of the Wu-Tang Clan. That's what they was indicating. Your dedication, thought, heart, and soul, and your blood is linked and locked already. That means I can come out here and try to be a drug dealer all I want. Guess what? I'm gonna probably because of who I am, they're gonna spank me on the hand and give me 3 years, 3 into 13, and then come back out and get me a body. You know what they're gonna do? Give me 13 years, and then let me back out. But I don't want to do it that way. Like my old head, Nui Mims. You know what I mean? We was told to come out here, each and every one of us got a specific assignment to achieve out here in existence, and you better get it done. You better get it done. Else what Eddie Murphy say? Consequences and repercussions. And don't like we didn't tell you and you didn't know. No. At the end of time, all truths will be revealed. Look it up. What do you think Trump is doing? Liquidating. That's all he's doing, y'all. If you pay attention to, I tell you, this is what I do. So just step back for a minute out your day And dude, I'm subscribed to them. I get notification on his next speech. And if I feel like listen to him, I will. I mean, if I don't, you don't. You know, y'all know how it go. You're not gonna listen to everything you subscribe to. But you gotta understand, we need America balanced. And that's what's taking place. So when you see the great excavation that's taking place, you do not be uh uh, uh struck. Just know that things has to go on and take place in order for life to exist, people. Some people disagree. Oh, he taking the canal, he taking Canada and the Gulf of Mexico, and yeah, you know what? After your ass leave here, your turn gonna be taking over Africa. You gotta go somewhere. Y'all can't come up Mount Airy with me in Chestnut Hill. Nigga, so that means when y'all get here, we going there. I give you a good pattern and example to follow. The Moors. Before they sat down with Benjamin and all them niggas and up and down Germantown Avenue, all up in the Valley Forge, do you know where they went? No, don't nobody know. Because they don't want to teach you that. They don't want to talk about that. They give you close history. They're going to say you came from Africa. They're on a boat. You know goddamn well you ain't come from no Africa on no goddamn boat. What you gonna do if an African came over here and got their citizenship and got on national television and talking about I'm African American and she's European? I give you that's we gonna make it real good. A white woman born and raised in Africa, right? South Africa. She come here today. I give her her citizenship. She gets on channel 3. Cause y'all know how it is. We hooking this up. This shit is all planned. It's a script. It's coded. So she gets on channel 3, right? And for 3 minutes on the yeah, I'm right, the pyramid, which today they call it the art museum. Okay, where Rocky stand, and for 3 minutes screams, "I am so grateful to be African American." That shit will blow niggas' minds. Cause look, she's from Africa. Got her green card in America. Congratulations, white woman. And now you're mad. Because all this time you thought you was African American. You ain't no goddamn African American either. None as well as you Aboriginal. You're not nothing until you tell me what you are. I'm gonna give you respect. See, I'm from the ancient times. I don't care if you white. I'm reading your energy grid. I'll let you know who you are. Well, your mom used to say, if I want the truth, nigga, I'll beat it out you. You ain't got to be worried about telling her the truth. So I got on a regular basis until I got bigger than her, which didn't take long. My mom is very short. I'm a tall person, so about 8 years old. I was lucky. I talked the truth. You know, you got to tell her the truth, else I was going to get it. So anyway, how fluid secretion shows disease. The fluid secretion of the body indicate health and disease states. However, the fluid is also secreted to heal or cleanse the body and its organs. See, we didn't know that, did we? No. Fluid can also correct a flora, which is friendly bacteria, fungus, yeast, and virus imbalance. People, you know what that means? Do you know what that means? with the right substances, minerals, vital minerals, and thinking, I could take, let's just say, in Facebook, YouTube, this is strictly for entertaining purposes only. I could take a vaccination and become greater. And you know what gives me more leeway to think of such a way, right? Such a possibility. Not only did I watch it growing up as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I mean, or the scientist in the laboratory where his, what was that, Frankenstein, I think it was, who went wrong. And they got a lot of movies like that. They in there fucking with them people and creating them, and they just, you just, all of a sudden they turn around and I'm off the table. Huh? That's you. The movie like the Venom, that's you. Why do you think Trump said do not mandate vaccination? Well, it wouldn't really. Now let me get this correct. When he said that, he was talking to the people that was in business. But that's what the government, that's what the powers that be gives orders, and he got from. That's who he said he gotta. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think y'all understand. Let's keep it moving. A flora imbalance such as that found in the uterus can be caused by synthetic antihistamines. Okay, antihistamines. Sorry, this is antihistamines. Suppresses nasal fluid. Anti-sperm, right? Gels, latex, or polyurethane condoms will also, they're talc, cough syrup, suppressants, deodorants. If you're using deodorant, be sure it is free of animal impurities. It should be herbal. It should be, because your armpits is a sure way to get a quick injection up into your system, people, your armpit. So, metals and, all those, you do want to, if you're using deodorant, use some herbal deodorant with the non-parables and animals, and I think there's one other thing on there. All right. Follow your conscience. Your conscience will lead you to that of what is natural. If you wish to remain natural, if you wish to remain synthetic, authentic, or artificial, then that person's lifestyle will dictate as such. And you could tell such, like, for instance, a good way. I come in their house. Oh, you got some beautiful plants. Yeah, they're nice, but they're all plastic. Like, no, I want my house. If there's plants in there, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you're gonna see some critters running around in the dirt sometimes. You know what I mean? Because critters in the dirt which leads me to this. You got critters all on you right now. If you were to put up your mattress under a microscope, I guarantee you, you will not sleep on that mattress tonight. Don't go test the waterfalls, y'all. I'm not on social media for fun and games. I don't do tricks. I work magic. That's it. If you put your arm, some people got lice, right? I'm not far, I can't be far off then. We are a big organ of everything connected all together. So, of course, there's nothing foreign that can enter your body without being remedied. You got too much power. If you only knew. Let's find out. Because I could be lying here. I could be locked up and held, taken to court for lying to the people. So we better do some fact checking. We don't want them knocking at my door talking about you misspreading the information. If I go somewhere, you're going to know that it was the right thing that was coming out. Huh? But we ain't got to worry about that. my record is already written. You know what I'm talking about? So I could talk that sass. Just like the rest of my colleagues. That's the type of individual who they know what they know what they know. We don't believe nothing. There's no mistakes or coincidences. I don't die on a oh just because. Or matter of fact, I'm sorry. I don't even die. Okay? You need to be clear with that. If you ever never see another video of me again, do not think that I'm dead. You hear me? Just know that I probably got tired of talking to you. That's it. Somebody else will come along though. You'll attract somebody else of like energy. Trust me, they setting up right now. I think Tupac expressed it best to the nation, and it failed the powers that used to be. He said, "No, actually, Bob Marley did it too." Well, we still got to give. Well, there's a bunch of y'all niggas out here because we got to give credit to that of Malcolm the X, right? They knew they had to stop the seeds from growing. What did Bob Marley said? Huh? You thought he was talking about marijuana seeds, didn't you? Don't stand in the corner. You smoke too much. You let that stuff get to your head, y'all. Just because he on his records and singing and smoking, he ain't high. Look at Bob Marley video. And I don't see not one time, although he was smoking marijuana, cannabis, the flower they call it today, he didn't look high. I thought he was going to pass the fuck out. His eyes, I couldn't even see. Now look at somebody that's doing other things like Red Bull, Pepsi soda. I'm just going to hit you light. We ain't going to hit the Kensington shit. Well, they shit ain't high either. They don't get high. You can't say they get high. None of them niggas in Kensington get high. That's why it's so fucked up down here. It's so low and dirty and gritty and down to earth. Who's going to do what? A motherfucker don't even want to own a business down there. So that's not high. High is when you see high vibrancy, things popping, high, life, high, how? Like, even white folks up in Chestnut Hill, they don't say hello. They be like, hi. You know what I'm talking about? Because they up in the hill. That's Philadelphia, Chestnut. Those who don't know, that's the top. We're in the Philadelphia sits in the valley. See? And Chestnut Hill is up in the mountain. You're in the mountain. If you ever stand on Buonani and look down, you're gonna be looking down. So that's why if you resonating and dwelling in the energy grid of where I am, you would be what they call Mount Erie. You see? Because we in the mountains in the air. It get colder way down there in certain areas like Rowan Ridge. You stand down there on that corner, you're gonna feel a gust. Yeah, I know the science of this. That's how we made it. I forgot in the 1990s, it was a hurricane coming in, and they said it was gonna hit Philadelphia. It hit the East Coast. It hit everywhere but Philadelphia. Cause I got together the certain energies and we did a certain job and we were successful. That's it. You ain't got to say no more. You ain't got to explain all this. If they don't believe you, if they don't, well, we don't like to use the word belief. Because I don't want you to believe me. I want you to work your magic. And if you work your magic, you can teach me too. That's what I want. But if you're not working on magic, then oh well. I'll be a lonely ass. Oh. How Frank Sinatra say it? I did it my way. Listen, Fluid secreted is usually a defense reaction of the body to stop further deterioration. Fats and protein matter give off an offensive smell. This indicates, and you can smell this a lot, even with people's skin. Now, I'm not talking about putting on deodorant and perfume. If you're doing that, then they know that. See, I don't have to put on oils and incense and burn and all that and perfume and get out there and sweat. And you'll smell, right? Because it comes. Remember the skin. What did we say here? The skin of the body can be used to diagnose disease because people, your skin is your biggest organ. Look it up. Hey Google. Let's see if I can get. Is skin our biggest organ? Hold on, I'm gonna turn the volume up. Let's ask that again. Hey Google. Hey Google. You're gonna cut this off. All right. Hey Google. Is skin our biggest organ?
According to Cleveland Clinic, the skin is the body's largest organ, made of water,
Okay.
protein, fats,
Okay.
and minerals.
Okay, thank you, baby.
Your
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I just listen, man. They like to take down our videos, so from time to time, I gotta make sure that y'all know that I'm giving y'all accurate and real information. All right. So, cause they and I tell you, I'm just here to help you think. That's the only reason why I'm on Earth, to help you think. I could be doing a bunch of things, but I've already done what I had my fun. I've done what I come to do on the earthly realm already. You ever heard of an old soul or a nigga growing up before? You know what I mean? His britches. I was the nigga telling you I was 18 and I was only 11 because I was tall. I lived that life. I was around nothing but old heads. All my wife and all my goddesses is older than me. You see? So there's nothing for me to accomplish really. If I do, it'll just be a repeating, which is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. Of something though that you already did. Like how many times you want to keep getting on the airplane flying somewhere, taking a trip? God damn, that shit boring to me now. I don't even want to get in line with all them niggas. I'm cool. I could take a trip right in my mind. I'm good. And this is what we're talking about here. How to manifest a great quality of life while being here on earth, doing it, whatever it is that you're here to do. There's never-ending reasons why why people are here on earth. Because remember, I want you to know this is a plane in which you come to have it your way. Okay? If you feel as though that you're here to break old karma, then do so. If you feel that you're here to run the world, then do so. Never get a ticket. Don't be late for school. Don't do drugs. Don't get that tattoo. And don't drink. Shout out to Donald Trump. That's what he told Barron. Yeah. I told y'all they were one of my best friends. I subscribed to them people. Y'all thought I was bullshit. But I know that, and it's okay. I hope you think I'm bullshit. Because I really don't want you to know who I am. Yeah, okay? I just be showing off. I ain't supposed to be doing that. And the elders don't like that, but you can't stop me. I love it. You love it? That's why I'm only algorithm to certain degrees. Okay? Because we know. See, I could get out of control. You talking about get him in a school, put him in a building, and get him in a classroom with 33 kids. No. I need more than that. I need more pay too, because I don't like how you paying your teachers. The reverends and the pastors and the preachers and the pope is making more money than the teachers. That's stupid to me. Just to me. They putting up with your kids enlightening them to the best that they can be. Allegedly, or are they? Shut up, Nate. Shut it up. Shut it up. You know goddamn well you ain't getting no high route salary paid. Come on now. You ain't doing nothing but mopping the floor. Come on. Can you imagine we own a restaurant and the janitor talking about he want to make as much as the chef? Come on, bro. All you doing is washing a couple dishes, mopping the floor. But they don't see it that way. And it's okay. For those who have eyes to see, let them see. For those who have ears to hear, let them hear. This ain't compulsive. I'm not begging nobody to be the greatest that they could be. Melanin is the foundation for immunity. It is a free radical scavenger. Aids digestion, antitoxin, bones, nerves, cellular, and hormone function. I want you to pay specifically to the word cellular, because this is where we at today. You are a cellular being. You need to know how, and then from there, how to properly treat yourself. The following are essential for melanin production: vitamin A, B6, B12, calcium, chromium, cobalamin, copper, vitamin C, and niacin. Which reminds me, people, it's if you could best get one of the sure ways and efficient ways. I wear copper, but if you're not the type of person who wear copper, you should drink out of a copper cup. That's a good way to mineralize yourself with the element, with that particular element. All right. So we're gonna need herbs, right? Ginkgo, or what they call gotu kola. All right. Daminian, that's Damiana, eyebright, and Chinsia, Echinacea, and your amino acids, right? Methine, methionine, and cysteine, or that should be cysteine, Cysteine, and then you got the taurine, Taurine. Okay, acid amino acids will be the glutamic acid, and then the glandors with pancreas and your liver and the brain. Okay, so foods, apples, uh, apricots, baby bananas is best, but bananas will be okay. Although Dr. Sebi said that there's no nutrient in it. But remember, people, there's so many ways that you don't need much neutronizing if you're doing a lot of sun gazing. And sun gazing don't necessarily mean you looking at the sun. If you can, and I know it's hard because of the daily activity in which the society leads, but if you could soak up as much sun as you can, you're doing yourself 90% of taking in what you're supposed to have to be electric. Real talk. You can afford to go ahead and eat some noodles, maybe a piece of fish and some bread, some brown rice or so. Some grains and things like that. Broccoli, blueberries, elderberries, very important. Okay? Blueberries, and elderberries is very important. Greens, collard greens, red cherries, figs, dates, lemons, lime. You could you could make your own alkaline drink just by getting spring water, a copper cup, and adding limes to it. Ever see anybody do that? Yeah. They might not know it, but what they're actually doing is alkaline and energizing their water. Facts. Star fruit, yams, wild rice, all right? Turnips, strawberries. I got a problem with wild rice. That's where I do lack at. I still eat white rice. You know, you pick and choose your poison. All right. You live, you learn. Like I said, you pick what you do. But I will get better, and I'm going to work on doing cutting out the white rice as I get older, and just do the brown rice. It's the stages, levels to it, right? And the only reason why because I don't cook the brown rice where it's edible for me, satisfactory. Other than that, I don't mind eating brown rice. It just don't I feel like I don't cook it long enough. Like I manage so. Wild rice is much better than that brown rice and that the white rice. Okay, raw peanuts, plantains, not that creamy, peany, rippy peanut butter stuff in a jar. All right, no, raw peanuts, turnips, peaches. People, you need to be writing this stuff down. Or if you're advanced, you better be taking a mental note of it. Do like I do. I've been doing it since I was in the European schools. I'm good at it. I didn't like walking around with a book bag. My moms used to have to make me put a book bag on. And when I did, because I grew up with a back problem, I had to make sure it wasn't nothing in the bag. You know what I'm talking about? Except the only thing I kept, and I still do today. Let me show you. This the only thing I kept in my bag, y'all. I'll tell you no lie. Yeah, I didn't carry none of them science books and stuff that they was giving us to carry home. That shit was too heavy. Just this. Because on the back, it had my mathematical chart, which make why I am a great mathematician today. Shout out to these books. You know what I mean? Whoever put this together, thank you very much. And the pages was to jot down of what was going on while I was on my journey. That's all. And if I filled it up, I kept it like this. I got a whole bunch of them. And I just, Mom, I need another book. And by her hearing that, she said, damn, my boy learning. She didn't know I was making me writing my own books. You know what I mean? She just thought I was just being educated. Because I need what? School material. That's always what get you in good with your people. You know what I mean? If you was to make them think that they were doing good for what they wanted you to do, not what you wanted to do in life. You had to learn to at an early age to do that. And so you see, what I would do, I need pencils. Every time you go out, y'all want toys. I take my toys. Y'all call it stealing. I stole my toys, and she brought books, computers. See, you want her to buy you skateboards, bicycle. I took my bike. Yeah. Well, she did buy the bike. And the only reason why I took the bike, I'm gotta be honest, why I started because somebody took my bike, and that was it. That was the ball game. I automatically it didn't take me long to learn the game. How it go out here in the world, and especially you gotta remember the television shows I was watching growing up. But I liked the Billy the Kid. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. You know what I mean? God damn, they just put it there for me to see. Well, I know why, but we're not going to explain. We're going to act human today. Because I really don't want to get off of where we're supposed to be. And I'm kind of am. I'm looking through my book, man. These are some memory days. Some beautiful information, people. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, would you look at this? People, I have a list of personal rules. This ain't the laws of my eye. This ain't the 42 laws. This ain't the 10 commandments. This is Nate's. Look, number one, and you know it's right because look, I think that the superior wealth is having the best health. So my number one is what? Keep an alkaline diet in everything you do. Number two, let it be beautiful. Oh, let me stop. Y'all ain't reading this book no more. No, man, come on. Y'all ain't getting none of this juice up out of me. Not today. You ain't gonna feed off of my energy. Y'all ain't gonna feed off of me. You gonna do your own. Now, if you decide that that's what you want to do, and that's an element in what you like to put in your spirit cooking bag, then that's all well and fine. But don't be grateful because Nate is grateful. Be grateful because you want to be grateful. You want to reap the benefits and the reward of what it is being grateful. Don't be grateful because the pastor told you, oh, you should be grateful. And then the next minute you walk out to church and you forget all about the whole sermon. I ask you, what you say to what I say, yo, my man, what the sermon was about? I don't know, bro. Just praise the Lord. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. That's their best excuse. They're not in there to be enlightened or empowered. Look at what they do in them pieces, y'all. They don't. None of that sermon, none of them teachings. I'm a scholar. I listen to these people. None of what they're propagating is empowering to the people. It only gives them the remedy to mask over the illnesses and the sickness and the famine and the havoc and evilness that's going on. No real tool to demolish, distinguish, or eradicate. No, it's just a big band-aid. But it's okay. We're not mad. We're not even beating on nobody. All right? We're not putting people down because you got to understand. Creatures are where they are supposed to be. Trust me, they're not going to be there forever. Nothing remains the same. See? Everything changes. Everything evolves. There must be evolution in existence. And it must start first in the mind. That's the only way you're going to upgrade. As Steven says, upcharge, baby. You got to be upcharged. Vitamins are given the name of vitamins because they are considered, just as it sounds, vital minerals. Vitamins energize the body while minerals stabilize. Check. All vitamins are hormones. All hormones are enzymes, and all enzymes are vital minerals. Vitamins are either water soluble, which means dissolve in water, or oil soluble. Oil soluble vitamins can be dangerous at a high dose because they are stored in body fats, remain in the body too long, and cause toxins, which poison to the body. They can cause hypervitaminosis, which is a vitamin overload. There is a small degree of separation between one vitamin and another. In fact, all vitamins and minerals are composed of the same ingredients. Are we clear? Just in different proportions, which is ratios. So the science of alchemy teaches that the human body has a vital force. Are we clear? Do we need to do for the sake of Facebook, YouTube, do we need to fact check that? Huh? The science of alchemy teaches that the human body has a vital force, as we stated earlier, electric magnetic field, a aura, a cloud, right? Let's see something here. Hey Google, does the Earth have an electric magnetic field?
According to NASA science, generated by the motion of molten iron in Earth's core, the magnetic field protects our planet from cosmic radiation and from the charged particles emitted by our sun.
Now, because you could tap into that. This is where it becomes deep. Does the human body have an electric magnetic field?
According to Dr. Carl Johnson, D.C., the human heart produces an electric current that runs through the body and to every cell.
Of course.
This electric current in the body generates an electromagnetic field.
You see? That's what explains that when the ambulance pull up and they pull out the positive and the negative jumping box, they tell you what? Stand back. They're using electric. Why? Because we're dealing with an electrical situation. Now, this is empowering information. This is what I want to hear. I want you teaching me how to keep going to Dr. Chauskowski. Dr. Stephen Chauskowski. George Annenberg. Like, come on, man. Stop playing. Read it aloud. You know you got it in your hand. Read it aloud. All right, listen. Again, the science of alchemy teaches that the human body has a vital force, meaning an aura, electromagnetic cloud, and an energy to mutate, resistive, and transmutate strain that allows the body to change one type of vitamin into another. Ooh, Listen, people. Type of vitamin and or one type of mineral into another type of mineral. Y'all at where I'm at with this? I'm in my Frankenstein. You know what I mean? My pinky. See, I'm in my pinky in the brain laboratory already. Like, this is fascinating information. Move to the side. Give me some utensils. You know what I mean? Niggas start coming around with their little tube. You start seeing fluids and liquids. Put that in your needle. Panic do it. They call them herb packs. Whole bunch of gods down here on Earth doing it. It just can't be their way. You can't do it this like I can't play their music. You can't copy and bag up and like they doing it. You either original or authentic. You either organic or fake. You got real plants or you got fake plants. Nevertheless, it's still beautiful and we're going to live and survive. But I'm giving you the opportunity to think. That's the only difference between me and them. I don't want your energy. I don't want your money. I don't want your love. I don't want nothing you got. Now, if you give me anything, then let it be of your love. And if you take anything from me, let it be mine. But other than that, we're not here to, you hurting yourself and you're wasting your time. Okay? You got better. There should be better things you should be doing with yourself than fucking with me. I love music. I listen too much to music, y'all. Forgive me. Oh boy. You gotta make humor in light of some of the worst situations. I'm telling you, the harder you see how hard this and worse this physical world is insane, diabolical, and upside down, the more you're gonna need to laugh. Eh? Listen to this. The use of synthetics causes the price to be low. Well, we know that. Manufacturers very well use very small amounts of. Okay, that's not what we're. I'm going to jump into vitamins made from plants and or medical herbals are more active than dead processed synthetic vitamins. All right, so if you're taking Barney, Rubble, and Dino, it's probably better to take things such as elderberry, burdock root, garlic, kelp, peppermint, things of that level. Black seed oil, good golden seal, okay, some blue lotus, chickweed, dandelion is good too. All right, I already said burdock root. So yeah, get you your list. You gotta do the same thing I do. Get you some material, y'all. Get out here and get your material. One here that I got out of many is written by Loyola Africa. Okay. Dick Gregory recommends this. Check. It's very profound information. It is good for our health, people. Synthetic vitamins and minerals eventually drain the body of nutrients, alter pH and body chemistry, because our pH balance, and they have these testers and these stores. where you can test your pH balance, and it must be higher than that of 7.0. Check. Try to maintain at a 9. And you'll know, like me, I don't have to get it tested because I know the natural ways. And so, like, if you don't require a lot of sleep, unless you are doing a particular thing, okay? But I'm talking about for us, how you feel when you move around. Do you need to be resting? Do the body need to be resting? If the body needs, if you're getting up and you run into the supermarket, picking up the kids, and maybe dropping them off to school, yeah, you need to be mineralized. Your pH is too low. You don't have no energy. You calling me talking about you need me to pick the kids up because you tired or you sleepy. All right? Is there something definitely wrong? Well, we ain't gonna say wrong. There's something, there is a dis-ease, a differences, okay? That you need to be addressed. That's all. No big thing. No big thing in existence, people. All right? So the recommended dosage on the label is for stopping starvation. Since vitamins, minerals, and supplements are classified as foods, the product must indicate a serving dosage. A serving dosage is not a therapeutic dosage. It is not the amount you need to be healthy or fight diseases. When you are diseased, you need a higher dosage because the body still needs its normal amount plus the additional doses to fight the disease. It is suggested that the doses be doubled or tripled for water soluble vitamin B and C, etc. Oil soluble vitamins like A, D, and K, E can be doubled. The minerals can be doubled with the exception of iron. It is suggested that vitamin C can be taken in its highest amount, up to that of 5,000 to 10,000 milligrams for adults, and 5,000 to 100,000 milligrams for that of children. Check. Under 9. So, vitamin A maintains health of tissue, the hair. Check. Builds resistance, helps eyes, nasal passages, lung stress, etc. Be sure that you're getting your vitamins that are made from plants. That's important. Write that down, people. See, I do this for the simple fact, first of all, it is my pamphlet, my teaching guide. That's why I buy books. I teach out of them. And I advance them. Like I can rewrite this. I can they call it revising. Yeah. You didn't know that? We might as well keep that out because we use that a lot. You want to keep going back and forth in the drawer. You don't talk about like that's crazy. We ain't gonna do that. Keep that right there. That's part of the family, man. You can't do nothing at work if you don't got all your tools. Nate, why you ain't got your highlighter? If you talking about he a teacher. He ain't no teacher. That nigga ain't got a pen or a highlighter. He talking about he a teacher. All right, so vitamin B, a nutrient for the nerves and the brain. Again, be sure that you are getting your vitamins plant-based. It's okay. He said you can go ahead and get the synthetic ones. But remember, synthetic vitamins and minerals eventually drain the body of its nutrients. Check. So if you're taking vitamins today, after this video, you need to run to your dresser or wherever it is you store your herbs. And if you're taking vitamins at all, please, people, I'm only here to help you think. You through with the poison, because all this stuff down here is poisoned by now. Heaven, Fauci got 80% of the farming. One of them cats, may not be him. So you're not buying no seeds easily in your community. You may could get some seeds, but you got to go to certain places, and that's if America's still allowing, and it's their seeds. People, do you know where seeds come from? A lot of people don't even know how. A lot of people think marijuana is from the earth. It's not. You ever see a tree on top of a building? You know how it got there? A bird took a seed from somewhere and planted it up there in its nest. On the highest skyscraper, you might say, God damn it, how did trees and grass grow up there? Same thing we do galactical. We take seeds from other planets and bring them here so that you can have your food. Oh my God. Don't tell me you thought it was the mystery guy creating this shit. Class is dismissed. Class is dismissed, man. Class is dismissed. I'm tired. You talking about you didn't know that all these minerals and vitamins on this plane, the whole entire Tiamat was created by you. What are you talking about? Before there was even any Atlantis. Kai. Splitting that of the moon and the earth. That Malachite York and Elijah speak of. I keep telling you, you're far greater than they ever going to tell you. You're not going to get it from them. Nowhere here on the planet. And it's not even going to come from me. You got to come from within. Check. The new information for the next ruling of the spiritual plane of the 24,000 increment of time here. You got to set the tone. You are setting the tone. It ain't no you got to. You are setting the tone as we sit here and speak and vibrate. All right, next time we get into the minerals. All right, we're going to get into the mineral guides. Be sure you get you a copy of somewhere of your list of vitamins, herbs, and minerals. That's important, people. Set that to the side so I don't forget you. See, all this work over here is for you. You know what I'm talking about? I got things set up for everything in existence that I'm doing and what my primary purpose is and for.